hello, beautiful people. How are you all today? Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Hey, checking out the blue lights. I think I made them a bit brighter this week. So what do you reckon? I reckon they're looking all right. I feel like, we've got some lights going on. And yes, fantastic. All good, you people. So let's see who's here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever it is, whatever it is for you. Christine, I see you over there, my friend. Hobie is here. Good to see you. Lacey Star, thanks for coming over to the right stream. I think I know what happened there, and I had the other one that was kind of meant for next week, but it just queued up anyway. All good. We're all here in the one place. That is perfect. Alexi, good to see you, my friend. And Eduardo is here. Salut. Salut. Excellent. I can't be here through all the live stream. That is all good. No problem. And yes, we'll catch up with you on the replay if you're not here for all the whole thing. That is all good. Midnight Owlmares is here. Crimson Hex. Hey, Crimson's mum. On the TV and everything. Crimson's mum's on TV. Wow. Awesome, you guys. Good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome. We have David Sherbet. Good to see you. Randy Paz. Facundo Perez, my friend over there in Texas. Fantastic. Morico Ramirez. How am I going with my pronunciation, people? I'd love to know. I do my best. Excellent. David Sherbet. Looking more like Elvira every day. All right. I don't know that Elvira really had the dreads thing going on, but definitely don't have the 80s fringe thing. I don't know. I had to look up that reference. I didn't actually know what was going on there, but yes, still a compliment all the same. Thank you very much. Excellent. Tara Keith. Oh my God. Tara is here. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along, Tara. Dave Bukowski. And Dave, hope the Bluetooth holds up for you today. Fantastic. See how we go with that. All good. And who else is here? Daryl Minton. Good to see you, my friend. Fantastic. And have I missed anybody coming back over here? Welcome to everyone who's coming along, still arriving. And Byron, I saw you over there as well. Jag, Tagout 93. Fantastic. Good to see you guys. Lothar is here. There you go. Didn't see you back there, Lothar. Excellent. Over in Germany. Fantastic. At a crazy hour of the morning. And Alexia Garcia, right at the very first. Gotta catch up. Gotta give you a shout out there. Being the first one to arrive. Fantastic. And Michael Danford. Awesome. Great to see you guys. Thank you guys for being here on another amazing Sunday stream. Whatever you want to call it is perfect. All right. Fantastic. So, wow. All right, here we go. Yes, the blue lights are a bit brighter. I think I'm working out how to position them. They are battery powered, so if they kind of fade through the hour, you know what's going on. So anyway, Jack Jokers and Amy Wolfie, good to see you guys. Awesome. Thank you for coming along. All right, so you guys, today is another awesome Hangout day. And it's been a pretty busy week for me. I'm going to tell you, like, every week's going to be pretty busy at the moment. Massive amount of editing and everything going on for the new video, the new project, which is going to be, yes, a little while away till the actual release date. But a lot of work going on. And I'm super inspired about it. And I love the way it's coming together so far. So a lot of work ahead. And it's going to be continuing on. But all the same, very, very cool. And Duke the Meister, good to see you. Yes, been a little while. Awesome. We are still here. Hobie, yeah, better batteries. I think I have some good ones, but these LEDs just suck the life out of them. So I might have to hook something else up at some point, but I do like it, so it's going to have to stay, I think. All right. So today we're looking at a few different things. We've got tip of the week coming up first of all, of course. And I did do a YouTube poll on this week as well, just to sort of get some feedback on, what people are interested in, that kind of thing. And so next week I'm going to definitely touch on the music editing tips and that sort of thing. I think it was close between music editing tips and how to come up with creative ideas. So definitely those ones will be coming up in the next couple of weeks and that sort of thing. Today, I'm actually going to touch on the how to build wealth, because it's a really, I don't know, it's a much more interesting topic than it sounds like in the beginning. Cool. So we'll come to that anyway very, very soon. And yeah, so it's basically like I really want to share with you guys just a couple of tips that could seriously be a game changer in your life if you actually apply them. So that's the reason I want to share it, and it's kind of like I feel like it's important. It's like a tip of the week that could be quite significant if you really, really sort of take this one on. So fantastic. Excellent. Book Air, good to see you, my friend. And Serial Killer in the house. Hey, from the UK. Oh, nice one. Thanks for coming along at this crazy hour for you in the UK. Fantastic. Good to see you. All right. And yes, so then obviously we're going to have some music and some Q&A and that kind of thing going on. Josh Robertson, good to see you as well. All right. Yeah, so all the usual things, trivia, giveaways, and of course, I always seem to put that one on the front. So trivia, and the giveaway will be for 3 EPs for the first prize. First prize, remember, we have 3 prizes now. It's so exciting. So if your name is in this magical purple bowl, then you have a chance to win one of 3 amazing prizes, which is like the first prize is obviously 3 EPs sent out to you, signed, sent with love, all of that. And second prize is like the MP3 download of a full EP, the same as what we give away in the trivia. And then third prize is also like a little EP. No, not an EP, an MP3. There's too many like abbreviations going on here. Fantastic. Yes, so that's what's coming up later on. And then of course, remember we have the Patreon stream after this one today, and I'm going to go way deeper into the this whole wealth building thing for the Patreons today, because I actually created something. It's like I am under all of this. I am a bit of a geek. I've got to tell you, okay? I'm a bit of a geek. I'm a bit of a editing, computer, spreadsheet even kind of geek. This is me. So it's true. Don't let any external things fool you. I am 100% a bit of a geek when it comes to certain things. But anyways, I created something that really paints a picture of this principle that I'm going to tell you about with the savings thing, with the how to build wealth thing, and I'm going to share it with those of you that are there on the Patreon stream. So it's going to be like a free download I'm going to share with you so that you can see it, you can get it, you can like go, oh my god, it'll blow your mind, because it blew my mind when I created it, and I want to share it with you guys. So just a reminder, anyone who wants to join us on the Patreon thing, there's a link always in the description. And also anybody, if you super chat or do the tip thing, then my big love to you, and also you get an invite over to the Patreon stream as well. So that's just how we work here. It's a giving, receiving, beautiful, balanced exchange of energy. That's how we do it. Awesome. And yeah, so that's what it's all about today. We are going to be moving on with some pretty cool insights and things on that one today. Very, very inspired about this topic. It's like, yeah, it's all about energy, and it's all about building momentum and things in your life. So it's yeah, very cool. Anyway, we will come back to that one. All right, so on with the tip of the week, but that's right, because we do things in slightly different order now, which is always keeping myself on my toes. And this time, so it is tip of the week, and then we do Q&A just after this one. All right, so are you ready for this full-on amazing tip of the week? All right, let's have a look. So it's all about, and I'm going to go down here because that's what we do. It's officially tip of the week now. All right, very good. And Nathan Ferguson is here, and Gabriel. Excellent. Good to see you guys. Welcome to Tip of the Week time. All right. So, Lacey says, geek out. Absolute. I can't help myself. Seriously. It's just part of the deal. Excellent. Yay. And yes, so the tip of the week this week, I'm going to really be kind of summing it up pretty briefly here, is about building wealth. It's how to build wealth. Okay, so building wealth, saving money, changing your financial destiny, changing the financial game in your life, okay? Like we all want, amazing wealth. We want amazing fortune, and we want, and, some of us even go as far as having like vision boards and all this sort of thing. But there's some real fundamentals that people don't know, that it's like, this is what you actually have to do in order for that to happen. And it's not like, win the lottery, all of that sort of thing. The probability is so small of that it's really not worth relying on. I think we've all kind of held that fantasy and that kind of thing. But it's like there is such a there's such a simple kind of like universal law behind all of this. It's all about sort of building your energy and creating momentum around this. Okay, so the very first tip, there's kind of like two parts to this tip of the week. The very first part is pay yourself first. And you go, well, what does that really kind of mean? It means that the most important thing that anyone could ever tell you about changing your financial situation is actually paying yourself first. So what that means is, like, anything comes in, whatever it is, if it's income, if it's anything, the very first thing you do is put a little bit in savings. It can be tiny, it can be 10%, it can be less than 10%, that kind of thing. Someone says Bitcoin, I'm saying I wouldn't recommend that as a starting place. We want to build something stable here to start with. So the idea is understanding that when you do that, you're actually giving energy to yourself first. So it's interesting, like these principles that I want to share, it's kind of like something I learned a long time ago, and I applied it, and then I saw great results, and then I went into it and I sabotaged it, and then I had to start again. And this is, stuff that like my parents tried to teach me, but I didn't really catch on until I'd learned it the hard way a couple of times. And then after that, I went, okay, I'm really got to learn this. I've really got to learn this if I really want to move forward, and I, want to build something in my life and that kind of thing. It's like, you've got to really understand this a little bit better. And the more I delved into it, and I had DeMartini's Secrets to Financial Mastery, and I sort of was like, a bit like you, Lacey, where I went, I don't, I had this sort of resistance to the idea of money, because I was very, come from a spiritual background. I was very much more about, I was much more focused on, yes, my energy, my well-being, my creative side. I was really not focused on the side at all. And that was reflected, in my life and that kind of thing. It's like, when you boil it down and when you really delve into it and you look sort of further into it, and the way it was explained to me on these things, it's like, even the actual physical representation of what money is actually energy. It's actually like a physical manifestation of your energy. And it's, if you break it down even further, like it started off with, trade, and then coins, and then money, and then now it's electronic. Now it's even like light. So the further along we go with it, it's even like it's becoming closer and closer to just being energy, and understanding that it's really about exchange of energy. So I want to get away from the label of money, because we all have our own attachments to that. So this is really not what it's about. Building wealth, it's about building a wealth of energy, as far as I'm concerned. So when and this applies, like the way that you would, it's really interesting, because the way that you handle things like money in your life may often be a very, very close reflection of how you handle your energy. Do you give it away to other people first? Do you kind of give over, a little too much energy, so that you don't have that much left for yourself at the end of the week, or at the end of the month, or at the end of the day? And it's a really interesting concept about building energy and building momentum, and almost, and really in the essence of it, it's about building emotional stability. And this is a really big one. Like, it's, again, if you give away too much energy, if it's, whether you consider it spiritual, emotional, whatever you think of it as, it's like you give too much of that away, then you're kind of left pretty zapped and pretty drained at the end of the day, you know. So this is much, much, much more about energy than it is about money, because money is only a physical representation of the way that you spend your energy. Cool? I hope we've kind of break that label a bit, because this was really fundamental for me to actually start to see it differently. Like, I had to kind of slash away that whole perception of what it was about. Anyway, potential energy, exactly, Facundo, fantastic. Okay, so Duke the Meister chimes in with a comment, you know, might as well spend it, can't take it with you. Well, there is also that, but there is the understanding of building energy and creating energy for yourself, like a stockpile. Yes, Lacey, I thought you'd resonate with that. She says, I love the direction you're describing wealth. That is really what it's about. It's so much more about energy. It's about light. It's about building that behind you. And that is the key element to this. That's the kind of key thing to kind of bridge about this, that it's not something external that's evil, that's blah, blah, blah. It's really about exchange. And fair exchange is like a spiritual exchange between two people. So if you say, you know, you like get, you know, you get what you pay for kind of thing. Like if you purchase something and you think, wow, I really, you know, kind of got away with the steal there. I really didn't, you know, pay what I should have. Or the opposite, if you go, oh God, I'm selling this and I didn't get what I really wanted for it, and I actually think I got less than what it was worth, then there's like this carryover of energy. There's a resentment, or there's a guilt, or that kind of thing, and it's not in fair exchange. So it's understanding that even that sort of thing, it doesn't it doesn't sort of have a sense of completion about it, because it's not in perfect balance. So anyway, so you know, we do, or a lot of us may have this negative view of money and, you know, that sort of thing. But I just want to leave that outside, like the whole perception of money. Yes, rabbit ears, haha. And leave that a little bit to the side, because let's look at it as energy and light transference of energy. Okay, so to come back to where I sort of started from with this, the idea is that paying yourself first is actually investing in yourself first. It's giving yourself something to kind of build from, to launch from, right? So if the thing is, and this is why it's so important, I'm not going to stay on this too long, don't worry, but the rich pay themselves first and the poor pay themselves last. And so the very, very first tip, again, is pay yourself first. It's something that the wealthy understand and they automatically do. And it's often, you know, what the poor do last. And so there's a reason why the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. Because if you're giving everything away and you're not saving anything for yourself, then you end up obviously depleted. And this goes, again, it goes for energy, it goes for emotions, it goes for money, it goes for anything that you kind of do with your energy, right? So when you build it and you allow it's kind of like give to yourself first before you give to others. Like an oxygen mask on an airplane, right? They say put yours on before you help others, that sort of thing. Yes, and So I'm just having a little wee look at the comments as we go along. So my very first tip is, when you receive any sort of income at all, the very first transaction that you want to do is put a little tiny bit into savings. That's it. So simple, but every single time, and that's the discipline of this. So, you know, if you are, and I used to be one of these people that pay all your bills, your loans, debts, necessities, groceries, everything else first, and then if you've got something left at the end of the week, you might go, oh, well, maybe I'll put that into savings. Well, then usually something else will come up that you go, that's more important, or I just want to indulge on that, so I'm going to spend it on that instead. And it's very, very rare that you actually would put anything away. Then you're definitely, if you're in that situation, then you are definitely paying yourself last. Okay, so, sometimes we think, oh, when I get a big lump sum or something great happens, then I'll save something. But the idea is that it needs to become an automatic thing, that you are actually putting yourself first in your life. It's so much more significant than about a little bit of cash. It's like setting the tone for your life just by how you are utilizing your energy and what you're doing with it. Okay, so then I'm going to move on to the second part of this tip, because this is really, really, really important, is that whatever you take as like a starting amount that you're really comfortable with, and you go, all right, I'm going to save that little bit every week, every fortnight, whatever your pay cycle might be. Very cool. Putting that little bit aside and going, yep, that's cool, that's comfortable. I'm going to do that every cycle. Then every 3 months, you increase it by 10%. It doesn't sound like much, but every 3 months you increase it by 10%, because it's actually pushing you forward, right? You can sit at a little level and plateau and kind of, go along at the same comfort zone for so long. And then just when it gets to the point that you really, really, really don't miss it, and you never miss it. That's the thing, right? There's no risk in any of this, because you're putting it over here. It's like you've still got it. If you really, 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 really have to use it, it's still there. But the idea is that you don't. And so basically it's like it doesn't even matter if you start with $1. It doesn't matter how small the freaking amount is at the beginning. It's about start with $1, and then every 3 months you go up by 10%. Okay, so then after 3 months, that dollar would be $1.10. 3 months after that, it'd be $1.21. So it's kind of like understanding those little increments, and the growth curve just goes up like this. So when you understand this sort of principle, it's kind of like you're actually accelerating it. Even if it starts off really, really small, that doesn't even matter. It's actually about the discipline, the habit, and you're creating a momentum that is geared up to actually drive you forwards. So just my tip, third part of the tip for this would be just do it and see what happens. It's a fascinating principle. I'm going to go into this a bit more in the Patreon stream, obviously. And as I said, I've actually got a spreadsheet that I made up that shows exactly, and you can adapt it, right? So you could put in an amount at the beginning and say, this is how much I will save, let's say, every month. And I'm going to start with that. And even if it's $5, right? $5 a month. You put that in the initial amount, and it will calculate that projection with 10% increases every 3 months for 30 years. Now, that's pretty geeky, right? But I wanted to see, because what I was told about this was that if you do this and you have that little savings and you put it, you increase it every 3 months by 10%, then every 2 years, the amount that you have saved doubles. Now you sort of go, that doesn't sound right. It's such a small increase, such a small amount every 3 months, it doesn't sound right. But so I went, I have to see this. I have to project it out and see exactly how this is going to work, because, that's going to help me to kind of feel some sort of motivation, inspiration to actually do it, right? So I did it, and it blew my freaking mind to see just what that can actually lead to. So with the Patreon stream, I'm going to show you guys exactly what this is and give you a copy of it that you can actually use, because starting from wherever you're at, it doesn't matter if it's $1. It doesn't matter. It's about building that energy. It's about building momentum, and it's about investing in yourself and actually giving yourself energy. It's amazing the different sense. It's like driving around with a full tank of gas, right? As opposed to driving around when it's nearly empty, and that feeling of emotional stability that you have just by sitting in a car and going, I know that I'm good. Just even having that little bit of savings and something like that actually gives you that same sense. It gives you emotional stability. So it is really, really important, and anybody can start anywhere and do that. That is it. So yes, as I said, I really want to share more on this with you guys in the stream after this one. And hopefully my intention has been to kind of shatter a little bit of illusion and myth around the whole money concept, because we all often have so much resistance to it, but we're only harming ourselves by our own sort of perceptions or attachments and judgments, rather than seeing it as the energy and building momentum and building something for yourself and for your life, because you deserve it. Quite frankly, that's what I believe. You all deserve it. And Lacey, it doesn't matter the time frame, because it's so significant. I'd love you to see it, because it's so significant. What is possible in 10 years is phenomenal through when you see the projections there. So anyway, fantastic. And I think you got so much life in you, Lacey. Holy crap. There is no shortage there. Fantastic. But so my tip to you, amazing, beautiful people, is just do it. Apply what I've said here. And get back to me in 2 years, 5 years. Let me know how it's changed your life, because I know that it will if you do it. And that's it. If you don't do it, that's totally cool. And, that's totally up to you. But it is 100% a game changer if you apply it. So, all right. And it's like, even myself in this area, I'm completely a work in progress. I am... certainly not a master of it yet, but I'm getting there. And so it's like I've learned something that I feel is like really, really important. So I wanted to share it with you guys. Anyway, that is my love to you. Awesome. All right. So now I am going to wrap up this tip of the week section with, hang on. We haven't done the Brioni tip of the week. That is, Brioni tip is all about pay yourself first and increase it by 10% every 3 months. That is it this week. All right. Yes, so I'm going to wrap up this particular section this week with a bit of need to change, because I think often we all have a kind of fixed view on this stuff, and it's worthwhile opening up, seeing it, change your mind, change your life. If it ain't amazing, make it right. Pay yourself first. See what happens. All right, you guys, here's some need to change.
Change your mind and change your life.
Brioni. The NTC forces are in position and are awaiting transmission.
Copy that, ground control. Notify all units. Stand by.
Change your mind and change your life. Change your mind and change your life. Change your mind, change your life. If it ain't amazing, make it right. It's time to do this. No more lies and tight excuses. Let's be free from control. Let's look deeper in our soul, where all the answers have already been told. Been told, been told, been told.
Are we ready?
Been told, been told, been told.
Launching transformation sequence. Stand by.
Is the time to see your life for what it is? It's in the way you feel, you see the way you are, and you can change your mind. Your life is up to you. Don't you want to, need to feel, need to change, need to change. Need to
So if you're at an intersection, don't be led by misconception. Let love lead the direction as it circles in perfection. And you will learn its perspective to bring your dreams alive. Change your mind, create a bright place to reside. Change your mind and change your life. 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 Change your mind, change your life. It's time to wake up, change your life.
Alright, you guys, a bit of needed change going on today. Awesome. Thank you so much for your lovely comments and chills over there, Lotha. Love it. Awesome. Angel, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you back again. Anakin Natsu as well. Awesome. And Bork, I love that. It's like, you think it's like TV and then you say hi to me, so hi again. That's what I love about this. It is actually, interactive and all good. Fantastic. Yay. So thank you guys, and Blippy, and fantastic. Yes, lovely that you guys love this video. It's I was kind of like, I want to get a bit of industrial going on today because I'm so inspired about the new video and love it. Thank you, Byron. Awesome. And yes, hey Jay Gomez, good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, I love it. And Eduardo, I feel your excitement as well in the whole, excited for the new project, and you're going to be in it, and that's so exciting. And yes, love it. How the whole thing sort of takes shape. So I'm really looking forward to sharing a bit more on that, and the creative side of it as well. I'm really kind of looking forward to sharing more with you guys on how it all comes together through this project. So that's definitely something that we're planning in the next couple of weeks as well. Awesome. Thank you, Greg King. Good to see you. Jack Jokers, David Bass. Awesome. Thank you for being here. Glad you enjoyed the video. And Duke the Meister. Awesome, you guys. Love it. A.R. Corvinus. A.R. Corvinus. There we go. Good to see you as well. Awesome. Yeah, I do love the song. It's such a, and I love it, like Eduardo saying it's a mantra. It really, really is. Like, it's such a reminder to even myself. Like, I think of, any particular day that I'm going, oh, I'm really struggling with this, or this is really challenging me. It's like, change your mind, change your life. As soon as you change your perception on something, everything changes. It's like, you don't have to be hitting your head against a brick wall going, oh, this is too hard, or oh, this person's too annoying, oh, this is blah, 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 blah. It's like we get so caught up in the stories that we lose sight of really what it's about. And it's only ever about ourselves and changing our perceptions on stuff so that we can break through it, move through it, and carry on, keep going. This train stops for no one. I'm full of hand motion today. Did you notice that? It's cool. I'm feeling it. Feeling something. All good. Christina Turner, good to see you. Thanks for being Kaplan K. All right, over here. Fantastic. Crimson Hex, yes, it will be on Spotify, my friend, the new release. When it comes out, that's just part of the distribution as it goes. And yes, thank you, Kaplan. Lovely compliment there. And blah, Eduardo. Very good. Yes, exactly. Blah to the stories. Forget the stories. Moving on. We are better than stories. That's really what it's all about, you see. Exactly, Lacey. We have total control of one thing, and that is ourselves, our minds, our perceptions. We do have control of it. Or we can bring it back into control. Bring it back. That's what it's about. All right. So we are moving on to some Q&A today. I really like how the Q&A is going with my blue lights here. I'm loving that, I gotta tell you. It's pretty cool, pretty exciting. Excellent. Oh, very good. Greg King. All the best to you, my friend. It is all about, yes, a big change in your life, and it's a good test, I think. And it's usually, a lot of what I sort of refer back to in a lot of what I talk about is sort of comes back to DeMartini method, and people have used that method to actually create really smooth divorces, if you could even believe there could be such a thing. It is possible when you can be just grateful for the other person and go, okay, we're in different stages of our lives now, and be grateful for everything that you had and then move forward rather than turning it into anything else. So fantastic. All power to you, my friend. Absolutely. And hey, Indy's Ghost is here, everybody. Yay. Good to see you, my friend. We're wondering where you were. No, not really. I'm just kidding. Yeah, good to see you. Glad you could join us. Awesome. Probably out on the road somewhere in Germany. Who knows at this time. Craziness. All right. So you guys, Q&A is where we're at. And awesome question from Eduardo today. So looking forward to sharing a little bit more on this. And the question was about the filming process. So Eduardo asked a great question. It was really like, how is it for me? The filming, choosing, editing, and that side of things. So basically, it's like when, to sort of fill you in on filming for myself, and when I am actually filming myself, I literally just use a tripod. I hook it up. I usually have like a couple of different shots I'll do where it might be sort of some are mid shot, some are closer up, and some are further back, so I can get a good range of shots and do, a few takes at each distance kind of thing. So I literally do it by myself. I sort of feel like I don't subject anybody else to the whole filming process at this point in time. But I'm able to kind of like turn the little viewfinder around so I can make sure that when I'm filming I'm in the frame and I can see that I'm not going outside the frame, especially with green screen, because it's quite important to keep your arms within the edges of the green screen, that sort of thing. And so I always kind of like have a mirror handy, especially if I'm dancing, so I can see a little bit like what I'm doing, because sometimes it can just go off the rails a little bit otherwise. And so that's kind of like my key setup for myself is just camera, tripod, obviously the lighting the green screen. There's always a bit of setup and a little bit of testing to make sure it's all good in the beginning, and make sure you're sort of set up right before you start, because nothing worse than doing an hour's worth of recording and then going, oh crap, that light was actually in the wrong position and it's no good, all that sort of thing. Yes. And when it comes to like choosing, the selection process definitely can take a while, especially when I've got something like, 25, 26, 27 dancers or something for this project. So it's going to be a lot of selection going on. But when I'm choosing like my own clips, I always find like it's best to look through, and then when you really know when you see like that's the right shot there, then you just take a note of the time, the sort of label of the clip, and then the time that it's in, because it's going to save you a lot of time looking back through everything to find it and that sort of thing. And I'm going to show you guys, like I'm hoping to have this set up for next week, like showing you the software I use and showing you how I put like little markers in. Basically it's like in order to really like select certain bits of the actual footage, especially for like other dancers, so you've got a whole bunch of clips here, like selecting the right parts and just those little key points that you want to drag into the timeline rather than dragging in the whole thing and having to work with like a huge amount of media. So I really want to show you guys that side of things as well, and just the selection process through there. So putting the little markers in there and doing that is really good. But I do, again, find like you end up watching the whole thing through. So it's a lot of time spent sort of watching and sorting through the media there. But again, you know it when you see it and you go, oh, that moment right there is like, that's it. And I know I have to use that. And then it's like where that belongs in the song and that sort of thing. You usually can pick it pretty quickly. And then it's a matter of, the editing, color grading, all that sort of thing. Yes. where it says, seems so easy when you say you do it by yourself. Can't imagine how much work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. There's no doubting that. You know, and it's not just sort of about working with the dance footage. It's about creating for myself, because I use obviously green screen, and then it's creating the right backgrounds, creating the right feel and that sort of thing. So a big tip that I would give you for structuring a video, or like you know, if you're creating any sort of music video, whether it's dance video or anything, I always find the best ones have a really clear story. And so that's what I really aim for with my videos as well, is like there is, you know, often it's like a lot of dance and that sort of thing, but there's always like a theme or a story or something that's kind of carrying through it. You know, Need to Change, it's kind of like there's the NTC forces, and it just paints a picture and sets a scene for that sort of thing. Skyscrapers, again, it had a real story to it, and so on. So Oblivion as well. You know, maybe some of my earlier stuff didn't really have that so much, but then as I've got more into it, it's like, no, I get the need for that. And so the really, really important thing is like creating a storyboard at the start. And I really, really, really love like industrial dance videos when the creator puts a story to it or with it as well. That's why I really loved like Java X Chaos, his you know, latest video, which was The Kill, NGS The Kill, if you haven't seen it yet, because they took a song and they put the story to the song with the lyrics and everything. It was just stunning, just amazing. And it's captivating because it takes you through it rather than just, you know, I mean, there's a lot of great videos that are simply someone dancing to a song, and that's really cool, but you put a story to it and you've captured the audience. You know, you've really like nailed it. You've given it a different substance and a bit of different depth to it as well. So creating a storyboard is really, really important, especially for a project like mine that I do with having a lot of dancers and that sort of thing. It's really easy for it to become a long match of dancing, but I always want it to have a message behind it to convey the message of the song. So the clearer the vision, the better the outcome for any sort of music video as far, or any sort of filming really. You know, the easier it also becomes to put it together. And I had a person who's like professional at, you know, editing and that sort of thing, and his advice to me right from the beginning was like, the more time you spend storyboarding, the less time you'll spend editing, because you're not making it up. It's not guesswork during the process and that sort of thing. Blippy asked what software I use. I use Final Cut Pro, Final Cut Pro X, the sort of latest version. Yes, and yeah, it's really, really a brilliant exercise in, gosh, just even like visualizing and manifesting and that sort of thing, you know. But yeah, the video itself to me is all about telling a story, and that's really, really important to kind of capture that and so on. So I always like to start with a clear vision of the intro as well. It's like setting the theme and the tone to the whole video, like it sets it up right from the start. So you know, definitely did this with like Oblivion, was probably the first one I did this with quite as strongly, where I felt, and it was a long intro, you know, before the dancing really kicked off, but I wanted to set the whole story and the you know, this castle versus this castle, and this was myself and my two fighters and so on. And it's cool, like it to me, it just made the whole thing that much more interesting as far as the actual viewing of the video goes. And same with Skyscrapers, like to set up the story at the beginning, it just creates a tone, creates a feel of it and that sort of thing. So yeah, doing the same sort of thing with this video and having the intro kind of set up and that sort of stuff is really, really cool, because it feels like it sets the tone and it really makes it that much easier for you as you go along, because it's kind of like you've set the theme. You've got, even to the point of color grading and all that kind of thing, you've got a theme there from the start. So fantastic. Always really inspiring to see that sort of first intro and everything come together. So love it. Yes, and so obviously when it's a dance project and it's featuring a lot of dancers, you aren't entirely sure what you're going to get at the end. You know, you kind of can have a vision, have a plan, and then you get the media from everybody else and you sort of go, okay, so I've got to make this all fit and that kind of thing. And the beautiful thing is it's really not going to be too much of a challenge with this one. Like, the people who've been part of it have really come on board with the feel and the energy of it, and it's really, really great. So very inspired about that. And so you've got to leave certain parts open in that sort of equation as well, because you don't know what you're going to get. So you've got to you have like a frame work to it, and then you've got to insert sort of the media as it comes along. So I totally relate this all in this process to like a jigsaw puzzle, because it really is like a massive jigsaw when you've got all the media and everything, putting it in together. And it's funny because I relate it back to the way that I was taught to do jigsaw puzzles by my parents, which was always, I don't know about you guys, but it was always to start with the edges first, like put all the edges first around and then kind of fill in the rest from there. And it totally makes perfect sense to me. And because like with a video, the story is the frame. The story and having that storyboard in place is the frame, and then the rest will fill in, and it will absolutely, get in there. That's yes. And Blippy, just going to check out your question over here. Do you get ideas for a story before or after you get ideas for a song? Oh, good question. Well, I think in this case, definitely the song came first. And it was actually, in the case, like for Be Here Now, it was really like the song definitely came first. And then it's really just sort of formulating the visual and the story that will actually carry that and connect with it. So it's interesting. It's not so much of a literal story as it is a place and time kind of story, this particular one. Anyway, but then, something like Skyscrapers was interesting because I actually had the story for that video in mind before the song necessarily attached to it. It's like, I know that I really want to do another video that is a flow on to the Human Industrial Mix, and that sort of trilogy, well, it became a trilogy for, the whole story of Venomex and so on. So I knew that I really wanted to create that story, but I didn't know what song or what piece of music it was going to go to. Then Skyscrapers came along and it's like, it's just perfect. It's like, yeah, we're taking down Venomex. We are Skyscrapers. So it just fit together perfectly there. Yes, excellent. And now I'm just going to scan back here. There were some other questions. Cool. Crimson asks, what do you do when you edit these music videos? Do you edit yourself? Do you have people help you? I actually do all the editing myself, Crimson. I'm a sucker for punishment, but it's just, yes, it's actually a very expensive process if you have hire editors on your behalf. So at this point in my career, I am definitely doing it myself, but I actually love the creative side of it as well. And I love, just kind of like giving it the full vision, painting the picture of the vision and painting the picture of the story of the song and giving it that kind of, substance and putting it all into, putting it all in together as a, complete project, complete work, I suppose. I relate it back to like Falling, was the very first video that I did for my first release. And it was amazing because I had such a strong vision with that song when I first ever heard it, and I first ever heard the actual like professionally produced, amazing, like, close to the final product kind of thing. And I heard the bridge and the breakdown. I immediately had this vision of it going out into space and seeing almost like this blue kind of wormhole going out into space. And it was like so clear, and it came from nowhere. It was totally spontaneous. Like I didn't think, that would look like that. It was just like, bang, I could see it. And then when I actually came to edit Falling and I found the perfect piece of footage that actually showed that, I was like, what? Wow, that was so inspiring to me to then go, holy crap, I can take whatever I vision and put it to the video and share my vision with, you know, the world and that sort of thing. So very inspiring stuff. You know, it is, again, it just helps to kind of convey the message and all of that. So I love doing it. Absolutely. Yes. And lovely. Michael Danforth says, listening to the music, you can close your eyes and make an awesome story with vision. That's right. Absolutely. And everybody has their own, connection and interpretation of music as well. So that is it. Absolutely. And out of this world, good to see you. Very cool little biohazard symbol there. Out of this world. Hello, Brioni. Your music is amazing. Thank you. I'm listening a lot to your song Summertime. Oh, lovely. And I'd like to know what music software you use. Fantastic. Thank you for the question. So Summertime is pretty cool, actually. That's like a collaboration with Mr. X. That's more of a drum and bass kind of feel. Definitely got a, I don't know, escaped from it all kind of feel to it, that one. And yeah, it's so for music editing software, I use Pro Tools. Basically, use a bit of Reason for sequencing and different things there, but basically all the editing goes on Pro Tools these days. So I started off with Ableton Live on PC, but I've changed over to Mac and kind of using Pro Tools there. So that is the business for me. And it all became a lot more stable and solid, to be honest, after I changed over to Mac. So didn't have the program crashing on me quite so much anymore. Yes, excellent. And I saw somebody from Ecuador. Where is that? Coming back over here. Nope. I saw it and now I'm scanning it. I can't see it. Hey, Tattoo Dragon. Good to see you. And there it is. Christianacht Haas. I think that might be right. Good to see you. Excellent. Good stuff. And thank you, Lacey. Says your spirit has a big impact on the manifestation of it all falling into place. Yes, I think it does come back to that clear intention and vision, I think. And Lacey, I'm sure you connect with that. It's really when your intention is in place. It's like very little can come in the way of that. You know, it's like you've got a strong intention and your intention is pure, then that is kind of like the driving force behind it, I feel. Excellent. AJ Grotke, do most of your ideas come spontaneously, or do you have things that you do which help activate your creative potential? Oh, very nice. Lovely question. So AJ, I would say definitely a bit of both. Like I put a picture, I think, on my Instagram last week or something when I was doing some storyboarding, but also just really, really honing in on what I needed to film, because it's like having the footage from the dancers already and knowing like, okay, what do I need to do for myself for my own filming? Then it's really a matter of sort of visualizing it. So I love to just get in my car, go to the beach or somewhere by water. I'm a water sign, Scorpio, so I always love to be by the water when I'm creating. So I just literally have my iPod, listen to it, close my eyes over and over again and get a vision for what needs to be there. So I often do that when I'm fully storyboarding or really getting right into it. I did this on the plane going over to Singapore for this project, which was great. Some of it has been changed and altered slightly, but at the same time it's gave an essence and a feeling of it. And then it was interesting because I had a clear vision for the intro, and I thought, I know exactly how I want it to start. I know what I need to create for that. And then I'm looking around to try and find the background that matches what I had in mind. I couldn't find it. And I go, okay, so maybe am I slightly off track here? You know, what's the deal? Is it slightly different? I literally got it. I put the song on in the car driving home one day, and it was like, bang. I was like, oh my God, I know exactly what I need to find. And it was it was similar in essence, but completely different, scene. And then, oh my God, everything just made sense. And it was like, yes, brilliant. So I love it. You know, it's always different for every project, and not everything always comes through exactly as you try to formulate it. But you're definitely, when you've got a clear intention, I think you will be kind of guided to what you need to do along the way as well. So I love the creative process. It's just brilliant. Yes. And Hobie says, thank God for CGI. I said, yes, and thank God for green screen, honestly. Just like, it makes things a lot more possible, like to put yourself anywhere, to create anything, to set a scene. Yeah, and it's brilliant. You know, I can bring the dancers into my world, wherever I choose that world to be, through, you know, kind of creative editing and all that sort of thing. So I love it. Brilliant. Yes, all right. So, oh, Blippy, thank you. Bless your heart. She says, thanks for all you do, Brioni. My absolute pleasure. And I love to share the inspiration, you know, and if it gives you any ideas for creating a video or whatever you might want to do, brilliant. You know, I just think having a vision and creating something is just what it's all about. So, brilliant. And yes, I'm going to wrap up the Q&A over here with a little look at another video, and this has definitely got a story to it, and we're going to have a little bit of cyber sex going on over here today, because it's all about industrial dance. It's all about video editing for me at the moment. And this particular one does have a story to it. Like, it's not super obvious from the outset, but you know, it's like my character is going into this cyber world and looking for some human connection, and she does find it, and then she kind of gets like sucked into the world itself. And when she comes back, she actually brings some of it back with her. That was the sort of representation through the makeup and all of that, and kind of coming back to the real world with some of that still in place. So it's interesting. It's like that venturing into cyber world and coming back changed, a little bit changed. So that's what it's all about. And yes, we're going to have a little look at the story and the video for cyber sex over here. So enjoy.
Welcome to Cyberworld. Please log in. Hello, Brioni. Please enter the cyber chamber. Welcome back, Brioni. Would you like to load your previous session?
Yes.
Confirmed. Loading cyber sex. Please stand by. Please stand by. Please stand by.
All right, a bit of cyber sex for you guys over there. All right, very good. Hey, Steve Beecham, good to see you. Glad you could make it, even if towards the end. That is all good, my friend. Good to see you here. Thank you guys for your amazing comments. And yes, it's a favorite. It's always going to be, I think, a favorite. The cyber sex world, all good. Love it. Yes, a lot of different contributing factors in there, Greg. Excellent. Fantastic. Yes, awesome. Thank you, Byron. And all good. Very good. You guys, so you know what that means. It is time for this time of the show. Trivia time. Excellent. And I'm definitely feeling that there's going to be some lucky people that are here today. I'm feeling good about it, and that's right. So, also very, very exciting. The MP3. Okay, why do I always struggle with this? The EP download of MP3s that you're going to win for the trivia prize today is, of course, Cybersex. Yay! So that is what we're all playing for here, is a copy of the full EP, all the remixes, everything. Amazing, and love it. All right, and now there is going to be 3 questions, 3 chances to get into the final round, and then the person who wins the final round is going to get the main prize. All right, very, very good. So excellent. We are basically ready over here. Are you guys ready? We're going for question number 1. Question number 1. All right. Now, this is not too hard. This is going to be a lyric question, and it's completing this line from Skyscrapers. Okay. So the lyric question is, I'm looking for 3 words at the end of this. Okay. So it's, I believe in the power, together, So I'm looking for those 3 words. 3 words. Lyric question from Skyscrapers. It is, I believe in the power, together, All right. Waiting for the answer. See who might get it. Who knows the lyrics to Skyscrapers really well. It is in the beginning section. Oh, close. Lacey, not quite there. And bye, Angel. Good to see you. Good night. I know it's getting late over there. Good to see you this week. Thanks for being here. Cool. All right. We have a correct answer. The first one that came in was Indy's Ghost. Excellent. We are stronger. Fantastic. Good job, Indies. All right. Into the final round. You are. All right. Excellent. So, good job. Some people were close. Excellent. We are strong. We are united. We are all these things. Amazing things, people. But we are stronger was the correct answer. Very good. Well done, Indies. Into the final round. And now we're going for question 2. Question 2 is really only like for people who really have done their homework. Or there's another way to it. I'm going to frame this. Okay, but question number 2 is, at what age did I start learning piano? What age did I start learning piano? Now, there's a couple of ways you can approach this. You can actually know it, have a guess, or pick a number between 1 and 10. Pick a number between 1 and 10. What age did I start learning the piano? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it was actually in my bio, but if you have not done your homework there, have a stab, have a guess. Oh, Lothar. Straight out there with 4. Very good. Didn't even give anyone else a chance. 4 years old. That is correct. Thank you, Lothar. Very, very good. Excellent. All right. Good job. So Lothar and Indies into the final round. It's neck and neck right now. Excellent. Who's going to join them in the final round? Here we go. Now, this is a pretty easy one. Again, I'm being really kind this week. All good. The guesses are still coming through. Very good. A couple of you had it right too. Very good. Good job. 3. No, I think Mozart started at 3. I was 4. Anyway, all good. So, name one of my releases that has 3 words in the title. This is question 3. Name one of my releases that has 3 words in the title. Again, not too difficult. There's a few of them. Let's see who goes with the really, really obvious one that was also actually played on this live stream today. So, just to make it even easier and have 0 challenge involved if you were here for that part. Okay, so waiting for the answers to come through. This is really not going to need any sort of hints or help, I don't think. I think it's pretty straightforward. There's one that we've already listened to today, people. Excellent. All right, waiting for it. That's a lyric one there, Lacey, not actually the name of the song. Very close, people. You got the right song. That's not actually the title of the song. Okie dokie, and carrying on, waiting for the right. Maybe, or I might give it to you, Indies, but it's not actually released yet. And the question is, one of my releases has been released. Oh, brilliant. There we go. Greg King, down for you. Correct answer, my friend. Very, very good job. There she comes with the need to change, but a little bit too late. That's all good. Never mind, all good. Very, very good. So, well done, Greg. You are into the final round with Indies and Lothar. So, it's going to be a challenge. They're pretty good, these guys. So, get your A game on. And yes, very, very good. So, oh yes, Indies, you're already in the final round anyway, my friend. There you go. Trying to get in there twice. Excellent. Too good. All right. So, final round. We are looking for the answer to this question. Quite a straightforward question. If you are connected to me on Facebook, you should probably know this. And the time zone might be a giveaway as well, but technically not exactly right. All right. So, whereabouts in Australia do I live? Is the final round question between Lothar, Indies Ghost, and Greg King. In the final round, nail-biting finish. Yeah. Who's it going to be? Final round question. Whereabouts in Australia do I live? Do you know your Brioni Faith trivia well enough to get this one as well? Don't go completely by the time zone of this. It's not exactly right. Here we go. Lothar locks it in. Good job. Well done. Well done, Lothar. Excellent. Gold Coast is... Oh, nice. Dave was helping out from the sidelines there anyway. Oh, Hobie's specific. That's actually where my P.O. box is there. Hobie, not exactly where I lived. Close, though. Very close. Too good. Too specific. There you go. Very impressed. Hobie has been sent some merchandise over there. Fantastic. Good job, you people. All right. So that is Lothar taking out the trivia again this week. I tell you, it doesn't make it easy for the rest of everyone, but you've done very, very well. Well done, Lothar. So you'll be getting that download sent to you. And yes, fantastic. Will be done this evening. All right. So you know what that means. It is time for the giveaway. Fantastic. And of course, so the giveaway is 3 EPs, CD style. There we go. 3 EPs, CDs sent out to a lucky person. That is the first prize. But remembering, if your name is in this amazing magical purple bowl, then you have 3 chances to win. 3 chances. Now doing this, I've come up with a way to do this that's messy and effective, and it involves like holding these and dropping them. I quite like it. It's kind of fun. So we're going to start with the 3rd prize, which is going to be an MP3 download of Cybersex, because that's the giveaway for this week. All right. Yay. So here we go. Look, not looking, but dropping, and one stuck in my little glove here. This is the 3rd prize going to Facundo Perez. Hey, Facundo. Ta-da. You, my friend, have an MP3 of Cybersex coming over to you. So how about that? Well done, Facundo. Yes, excellent. And just a reminder, like everybody whose name's in here has liked, shared, commented on the Facebook post that I do every Thursday for me. Thursday, pretty much. And yes, thank you to everyone for being part of that, you know, sharing the love of the stream and all that sort of thing. So fantastic. Well done. Hang on. I didn't give a yay. A yay for... I don't have enough hands, you see. Yay for Facundo. Excellent. Good stuff. Okay. So... Second prize is the full EP. So if you didn't get the trivia and your name's in here, you still got a chance. Very exciting. All right. See, this is a good... Having the bowl stops me spilling it all. Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay. I'm going to have to pick some up here in between. This is maybe not the best system in the world, people, but it's a system, right? It's random. Oh my goodness. And the second prize... Eduardo Romero. There you go. You made it through the spillage, Eduardo, if you're still here. Good job. You have a full download of Cybersex coming over to you. How about that? That's cool. Now I'm picking up the ones that I've dropped over here. And no, I think we're all good over there. All clear. Hang on. Da-da-da. This is live TV, everybody. Picking up one. It's not fair to somebody to have them fall out of the purple bowl. They've got to be in there. And again, not enough hands. Yay, Eduardo. Eduardo has taken out the MP3 download of the full EP of Cybersex. So, fantastic. Good job, Eduardo. All right. Now, drum roll. I don't have a drum roll yet, people, so I need your help. Drum roll for the main prize this week, which is going to be the 3 EP CDs sent out to somebody in here that's falling. Dun, dun, dun. Is it you? Let's have a look. So, oh, I knew this name would come up because I can't say it. And okay, this is the name here. This is the name. Fortunately, I actually wrote S. Perry underneath. Waraiwa. I do not know how to say that. And congratulations to you. Yay. There we go. Congratulations to you. You have won the 3 CDs and they will be sent out to you, signed and with love and all of that. Fantastic. Yay. So congratulations to S. Perry, because I looked at their Facebook thing and was like, I don't know how to say that. What am I going to say if I draw that name? And I, of course, thank God, always write down the alternative there. Excellent. Good job. Well done, everyone. I have your little names here for the prize winners. And, of course, if you didn't get in this week, be in next week, because every week we've got that magic purple bowl happening. And, yes, very, very cool. Thank you all for being so supportive on the Facebook page and sharing and loving and doing the thing, sharing the love of the live stream. And now I mentioned it last week, a little bit of a surprise cool thing coming up next week, right? It's going to be next week because it just didn't have quite time to put it all together this week, but very, very exciting. I'm going to have a brand new track that's completely completely not been heard, released, anything. I haven't even mentioned it up until last week. But it's another track that's going to be basically shared to all of you next week. It's a free giveaway for everyone, and I'm going to have a download link that I want you to share, right? Normally, it's kind of like if I want to share a little, download, like if you win something, I'm like, well, that's for you. I really don't want you to share it. It's kind of like, a prize thing. So this one is going to be for everyone and for everyone to share. And so you guys next week here are going to hear it first, see it first, because I'm going to put a little bit of vision to it. It's not going to be anything. It's not like a major music video, so don't be thinking that. But it is going to be a brand new thing, and I'm going to share it with you guys here first. Yay! So that's what we're going to do next week. So something very, very cool to look forward to. I wanted to share something new with you guys while I'm working on Be Here Now, because it's really going to take up a lot of my time over the next 6 weeks or so. So it's kind of like, I want to share something with you in the meantime, because you're all being so beautifully patient waiting for this release to come out. So let's have something else in the meantime. So that's what we're going to do. Yay! Excellent. Oh, look, the group hugs are going already. Fantastic. Excellent. Yes, so that is next week, my friends. Couple of final tweaks to do on it. Going to put something together for you to watch with it, and really, really excited to share that with you. It's something different, and yes, excellent. Yay! I like new stuff. We like new stuff, and I love giving away stuff. I just love it. So my absolute gift to all of you for being here, and all of you that are here, like, make the effort every week, or nearly every week. Oh, it just absolutely warms my heart. I feel teary even like starting to talk about it, but quite seriously, like, it means the world to me, you guys being here, and I absolutely love you to bits, and just, yes, fantastic. Oh, Remgardus is here as well. Look at that, coming in for the end. And Sacris, good to see you over there, my friend. Fantastic. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, just connecting with you here, and it's like a gift from me to you, and share the love. Why not? Like, let's share the love. So just love it. Excellent. New stuff next week. Fantastic. All the anticipation, I know. Excellent. But yes, my absolute heartfelt gratitude to all of you who come and hang out with me, and the craziness that I get up to over here is so much fun, and would be nothing without you. I'd be sitting here by myself, wouldn't I? That would be pretty boring. So yay. Matt PG, awesome new stuff. Fantastic. Thank you. Yay. And that is it. Oh, thank you, Lacey. Awesome, you guys. So yeah, lots of editing coming up next week and all that sort of thing as well. And yes, I do want to share more insights on that, so I'm going to find a way to kind of capture a bit and give you guys some tips during next week's stream, hopefully, as well, and give you some ideas on that one and so forth. So excellent. And yes, I absolutely appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here today. I'm going to wrap this one up. Going to be heading over to the Patreon stream. So Blippy, a reminder, send me an email. I can send you a link over there. And yes, I will see the Patreons and yourself over on the other stream, where we're going to delve a little deeper, and I'm going to share like a mind-blowing spreadsheet with you guys. That's my goal for over there today. And very, very cool. All right, so going to say bye to Dave first of all, because he's heading off, saving your data plan. Very, very good on your Bluetooth over there. Thanks for being here, Dave, all the same. Excellent. So going to say bye to all you amazing, beautiful people, and I look really, really looking forward to catching up with you next week and sharing some brand new music and sharing that sort of stuff with you. Excellent. And so going to do a quick shout out goodbyes to those that I can see are still here: Steve Beecham, A.R. Core, Venus, Michael Danford, Hobie, Midnight Almas, Daryl Minton, Lacey, Facundo, Matt PG, Rimgardus, Lacey Star, You Star, and Dave, Hobie, Facundo, Out of This World, Blippy, Byron, and everyone else that I can't see in here. Sacris, all you beautiful people, and our Corvinus, I think I already said that one. Indies, Lothar, you guys. Greg King, great job on the trivia, you people. Fantastic. And I look Midnight Almas, Christine, fantastic. X Genesis, Jack Jokers, beautiful. Look, big group hug to all of you. Round, get in there. Big group hug. Everybody I've just mentioned and more. And big love to those of you watching on the replay. And love to all of you. Bork Air, good to see you. Have an amazing week, you guys. Coco Dog 44. Catch you next time. And love to all of you guys. So, absolutely have an amazing week, beautiful people. I love you and look forward to seeing you really, really soon. Mwah. So, bye for now. And a bientôt.